Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and let's get into today's episode. Today I'm going to be tattooing a really nice project. I'm starting a symmetrical piece on the rib cage. It's going to be the motif of snake and peonies, so I'm really excited. First, let's start with the setup. I'm going to be washing my hands and then starting to set up my tattoo station. I already made a video of this, so if you want to go check it out, then here is the link. And next I'll be setting up the actual station, so preparing the tattoo machines, the paper towels, and everything that I might need. Now in this session, because it's a big one, I will be using two different tattoo machines. I'll be using the Critical wireless machine and also the Dan Cuban V3R. Now the reason that I use two different machines is because I'm lacking power in the wireless machine, and I think the Dan Cuban really packs a punch and it makes it almost feel like you're tattooing butter for some reason. So it's a really nice one for the thicker lines, and usually the Critical I do everything else with, so the smaller lines, the colors, and the shading. It takes a little bit more time for me to prepare my station when I'm doing two machines, so that's what you can see over here, and the usual paper towels and etc. Once I've set up all of my equipment, I'm gonna be getting into the stencil. Now, how I prepare is before my client arrives, I print out a couple sheets of examples to see if it will fit their body. Now with big pieces, if I haven't met them before, then I just have to kind of guess what their size is gonna be. And once they arrive, I will just hold it up to their body, maybe just with the paper, not even the stencil, to see if I need to make any adjustments. Today I did a lot more drawing than re-stenciling, which is much easier actually, because if you have to remove the stencil a couple times, it can be a little bit rough on the skin. After doing the stencil just once, I had to remove it, and I made a lot of adjustments on the iPad and then re-stenciled it, and then it was perfect. Today I'll also be stenciling both sides just to be sure that the piece will be really nice and able to be symmetric for the next session. It's definitely more difficult to stencil bigger parts of the body because it's very curved, so the stencil won't be looking perfect, but then you can always touch it up with a marker afterwards just to be sure that you can see what you're doing. So for this piece, for example, I used 3 A4 sheets of paper and then I taped it together according to the shape of the design. Once the stencil is on and I'm happy with it, I'm going to start with the tattooing. So usually I start from the bottom, working my way up. This is so that I don't lose my stencil, and it works in a nice way for the client as well, so you don't have to move around too much, because it is more painful if you jump from one spot to the other. Here you can see me doing some outlines with a 3 round liner. I used also a 7 for the medium lines and a 11 round liner for the thicker ones. Also with big pieces, you'll see that I'm not always sitting in my chair because you cannot reach all the places. So what I do is I just stand and make sure that I'm stable with my forearms, and I tattoo like that. It's not best for my back, but we are known for having a shrimp back. So I just try to do some regular exercise to strengthen my back muscles, and I'm all good. And this piece is going to be in black and gray and color as well. So the flower will be black and gray and the snake will be in color. So it's going to look really nice, not too vibrant, but also a little bit of touch of color in there. And she already has really aesthetic tattoos, just black and gray with pink. So it's going to match perfectly in there. Overall, we had such a great start to this project. Next time I'll be doing the other side, so I'll be taking my time with the stenciling to make sure everything is symmetrical, and then I'll be doing the same process. My client sat super still, so it really helped, as this area is a big movement area because you're always breathing, or it's a main part of their body, so even if you move your arm, you can also feel it while you're tattooing. But I'm trained to do this, so I'm a bit used to it. But it always helps if the client is aware and does their best to stay still. I'm gonna use some plastic foil to wrap the skin because it's quite a large placement. To put second skin, it would probably come off really fast, and generally I don't use it, so I just use some plastic foil with tape. The stenciling took around 2 hours and the tattooing itself 4, so all in all it was around 7-hour days including breaks. We finally finished the outline, and here's what it looks like. I'm really happy with the first session so far, and I'm excited to continue on the other side next time. Let me know if you have any questions about the process and what you think. Please put it in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!